All right, so today we are going to be looking at an attack ad that Joe Biden's campaign recently put out. So we're going to watch it, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
World leaders caught on camera laughing about President Trump.
Several world leaders mocking President Trump.
They're laughing at him.
My administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
World leaders mocking and ridiculing him for being completely off balance.
Allies are deeply worried about it. They say he's becoming increasingly isolated. Something is very wrong.
The world sees Trump for what he is: insincere, ill-informed, corrupt, dangerously incompetent, and incapable, in my view, of world leadership. And if we give Donald Trump 4 more years, we'll have a great deal of difficulty, if ever, being able to recover America's standing in the world and our capacity to bring nations together.
That was good. That was a very, very hard-hitting ad, in my opinion. Now, before I get into the ad, though, like Justin Trudeau in there, making jokes. Like, I don't know. He's like, how many pictures of him in blackface have surfaced? I don't really think that he's in much of a position to be making fun of anybody. But that's beside the point. That was that was a good ad by Joe Biden. I really think that, I've heard this before, and I've heard that, Donald Trump, he's, while he has governed as a, pretty traditional Republican, he's never really been that establishment figure in the sense that, in 2016, I mean, Hillary Clinton was the establishment's pick for president. And, even, once he became president, he filled, his cabinet with just as many establishment figures as he could. But he has never really quite got into that kind of in crowd in the establishment. He came up in real estate kind of, but he mostly made a name for himself in like TV, and like I think he's always kind of wanted to be a part of the establishment, but he's just never quite been there. And so I think just like I just, when he probably saw that video of like Boris Johnson and Justin Trudeau and all those other leaders kind of making jokes about him, I feel like that probably really, really got under his skin. And then you have Joe Biden. I feel like this ad really, kind of parallels himself very in the way that he wants to with Donald Trump. You see Donald Trump as more unhinged. He's not very respected by the rest of the world. Meanwhile, you got Joe Biden. He's been, vice president for 8 years. He's very, he's the safe pick. Business as usual. You're not going to see any tweets at 2 a.m. coming from Joe Biden. I think that this ad really, really plays to Joe Biden's strengths. And while I have countless disagreements with Joe Biden, and I really, really, really hope that he's not the nominee. I do think that he is running as good of a campaign as he can be. I know early on in his campaign, there was something came out about like they were looking for a limited exposure campaign where they don't want him out in the media a whole lot because he makes a gaffe every other second. So they're really trying to keep him out of the limelight. Just he was Obama's VP. That's who you're voting for, and that's kind of what he's been doing. He's been pretty successful at it, and he really just is trying to label himself as he's the safe pick. He is, Trump is crazy. He is safe. You had him for 8 years under Obama. You can trust him, and he's doing a good job of that. I honestly think he is, and I really don't think that I still don't think that he's going to be the nominee. I definitely don't think he's going to win the nomination outright. I don't think he's going to get the number of delegates. I think maybe there's a chance if there's a brokered convention that they could pick him, but I think in the event of that, it's more likely that someone like Buttigieg or Warren would get picked. So I really don't think that Biden is going to be the nominee, but he is running a smart campaign, in my opinion. And while I super disagree with him on everything, not everything, but on most things, I really disagree with him. But I think that he is running as best of a campaign as he can, and so it'll be interesting to see, going forward.